Hey, welcome back to the Tax Show for People Who Owe. I'm Dave.
And I'm Phil.
And we're back again to answer all of your questions, or make Phil answer the questions of which choice you should make. Phil, what choice am I going to make today?
The better one.
That's right. I think this is going to be kind of a tricky question.
Okay,
And I'll
I'm ready.
explain why. File all your returns on time or delay filing your returns. File or don't file.
Well, do something, right? File your tax returns.
We've been saying that since we started the show.
Exactly.
But what is the scenario? We have people call us all the time who we will say, hey, you got to file 5 returns. Here's what you're going to owe when you file, because there's nothing assessed as of yet.
True.
And they say, what? Some of them.
Do I need to file? And I understand that. Now that you say it, I get it, right? People are playing, I guess,
Up against the house?
against the house, right? They're rolling the dice, so to speak, and hoping that they don't get SFR'd.
The house being the IRS.
Right.
And what we cover all the time is the penalties associated and the pain associated with when the IRS finds you first.
Right?
So what we're advocating is that you file first, participate in your civic duty to file. We're all Americans, right? And pay your taxes.
Right. And those pros are very meaningful, and there's real dollar amounts. That's 22.5% in preventing a failure to file penalty. But more importantly, you don't want the IRS to file for you. We keep saying this. They don't include your dependents, your household size, your itemized deductions, or any expenses you have against your self-employed income.
Yep. We have a front row seat to this pain every single day here at Optima when the IRS actually files for you and finds you first before you do it. We would rather you avoid that, but we do understand there's millions of taxpayers out there, unfortunately, that are not filing right now.
Right.
And those that are picking up the pieces for them. That's how it works.
Correct.
All right, Phil, next question.
All right.
Do I let the IRS garnish my wages, or do I renegotiate a payment plan?
Sounds like a trick question.
It is.
Well, you should always negotiate.
Always?
I see where you're headed with this. This is a trick question because there are rare cases
There are.
where maybe your disposable income is showing a lot more disposable income for the IRS to take
Than my current garnishment.
than your current garnishment. And normally the type of garnishment does matter. There's 2 types. One
Good
is
point.
if you're receiving any federal payments from the government, they'll typically take normally 15% of that, versus a traditional garnishment will leave you with a few $100s a paycheck. Those ones hurt. Those ones you definitely want to negotiate a payment plan for.
Right. But the taxpayer gets his aside, and you as a tax attorney will give your client an option.
Right. We always empower our clients with a choice and education, more importantly, on how best to move forward with their tax problems.
Let's talk about statute of limitations. Why might that come into play?
That also comes into play because maybe there's only 3 months left and you're all on a Social Security garnishment or some federal payment levy program, and that's actually cheaper and gives you the chance to get caught up with your current taxes versus getting a formal installment agreement in place.
And turning in financials where they might demand more than your current agreement.
Exactly. They'll demand every dollar that's showing.
Okay, understand. Phil, you're a really smart tax attorney. I wonder who hired you.
Not you, Dave.
Probably not. Anyway, they get a lot of credit from me. So let's go on to the next question, which is a good one. Should I file an extension
Okay.
before the deadline or file my return as quickly as I can?
That's actually a really great question. We see a lot of extensions being filed, and the ones that do need to file extension are ones with complicated income sources. So you get a K-1, maybe you're a partner, whether active or passive, and you're waiting for income information to come your way. So usually, even if you wanted to file the return, you can't.
A lot of times the tax professional is not able to get it all done by April 15th and wants the extension themselves. Does that happen?
Absolutely. They need more time to get the books and records in order, to get the K-1 filled
Finish
out.
up their vacations in summer.
Maybe that too, right? I can't speak for everyone, but again, there's a lot of dependencies, right? Especially now that people are trading at high volumes, it'll take longer to reconcile.
So it's not quite a simple return in most cases. When should I file quickly?
Well, when your income is simple, when typically you're expecting a refund, especially
Yes.
is one use case. But if you're not waiting for anything, you definitely want to take control of your tax file situation.
Okay, good question on that. If my refund, I can get it as soon as IRS opens up, which is generally in February sometime.
Sure, roughly speaking, depends
Right.
on the year.
Depends on the year. And then do they pay interest on my refund if I wait till say March or wait till July if I file an extension and file for my refund? Do they pay interest to me?
So, in fact, they do if they delayed in issuing the refund.
If it's on them.
It's on them. And so we saw this a lot during the COVID where there was
Right.
delays in processing the tax returns. But actually, another good reason to file early, David, is that you want to prevent bad actors who
great
might
point.
file and pretend, hey, I'm David King, I'm owed this refund, send it to this banking information rather than your actual bank account.
Great point. And you do not want to be a victim of tax ID theft. If you don't know, there's 2 victims every minute
Wow.
of false tax filings and tax ID theft. So very important point there, Phil. Great job again. Now let's close this out. This is a good one for you. And I'm pretty sure I know how you're going to answer, considering you do work for Optima, right?
Yes.
DIY to get help with your tax problem, do it yourself, or hire a professional. What should you do?
Hired a pro. But really, it depends. It depends on your situation. Tax situation can be simple. It could be complicated. You could be equipped with the knowledge and know-how to do it, and that's fine. But sometimes you might feel lost and you're in over your head and don't know where to start. And that's where a professional can really help guide you and most importantly, educate you and empower you with the choice of making the best decision for your overall financial situation.
Right. And there's a cost to hiring a pro. We understand that.
Right.
And you should look at your own situation there. A lot of folks hire just because they can afford to hire us or they can do it on their own. They just don't have the time to do it and wait on hold with the IRS.
Good point.
Right. So there's a lot of factors behind that. There's no real easy answer. But if you do need help, of course, we would like for you to call Optima, consider our services. We love helping taxpayers who owe navigate all these questions and choices for you, right?
Right.
Phil, that was about as clear as you've ever been in a show. Great job. Anything
you.
last parting words for us?
Well, other than thank you, let's do it again and do something.
Thanks for joining us today, everyone. We'll see you next time. Hey, everyone. Thank you for watching today. Please remember to like.
And subscribe.
And if you are a taxpayer who owes, we encourage you to go to our website, optimataxrelief.com.
And remember, do something.